leadership of our entire team. And now I have guys that are kind of learning to take up that slack and become leaders on their own. And, it's a learning process, to say it politely, for them. So, and for me, but it's cool because, it's evolution. So, so I'm happy about it. And the more freedom I have to do what I need to do, the better.
Absolutely. Has it been tough for you to give responsibility like that? Or, is it?
No, not really. It's just been, we've done it this way for a number of years. But what happens is like, if I set a standard here, the standard slowly dilutes because nobody I put in that place of responsibility is going to do things the way I'm going to do them. You're always going to lose a percentage of follow through when you add a layer in. It's like the game of telephone, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going through. And right now, we had a big meeting this morning with my retail store company about, getting them back to this. And that's going to take some work on my part. But, dude, I'm excited about it because they're young guys. They're hungry. And to be completely honest, dude, that's my favorite part of doing anything is either fixing something or starting something from scratch and growing it. I'm maintaining it is boring to me,
Yeah.
So,
staying stagnant is never a good thing. We nobody should be staying in the same place. That's for sure. It's
right.
boring
And, dude, and in business, you'll go through years where you'll grow like crazy, and you go through years where you're like this. And when you go like this, it's dangerous because it erodes the culture because people don't see the company growing the way that it had in the past, and so they don't get as excited about doing a great job because ultimately it doesn't affect them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's how they perceive it. But,
sure.
But yeah, so dude, it's cool.
Where's most of your energy and passion lie right now as far as what you're putting into, because you have a lot going on. I know you have the MFCEO, you have First Form, you have a lot of different things, but where's your, most of your passion focused right now?
Man, whatever's in front of my face, I'm into, you know what I mean? But I think my personal brand, the Entrepreneurship Academy that I'm getting ready to open, I'm super excited about that because this has been something we talked about for a couple of years, and we've actually shot a lot of the courses. And I've been able to compare how our courses turned out versus how some of these other people that have these kind of courses are. And dude, it's got me feeling really good.
Nice.
So that's always nice, right? Like to put something together and then look at it and be like, fuck, that's way better than anybody else. And know it's the truth, not just because it's you, but when you look at it from an objective standpoint, it's still better. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm going to switch my chair. This chair is not the right chair.
No problem.
It has one of these stupid back things on it. It's uncomfortable. All right, cool.
So, because for someone like myself who maybe I didn't know you right before, and I see you as a person, maybe I do research and I see oh, this guy's just killing the game. Your company's worth multi hundreds of millions of dollars. You're just knocking it out of the park. But then you dig a little deeper and I see you talking about stuff like depression, right? Getting your face sliced up.
Right.
Things that don't necessarily go hand in hand with some of the more successful people that we see on social. I know I got introduced to you when you were on Periscope and you were just dropping fire every day, dropping knowledge bombs and being super transparent. I want to talk about the depression aspect though, and your early struggles with just life in general, maybe not necessarily business. Because I think a lot of people see where you are now and they're like, holy shit, now, I have no idea how I'm ever going to get there, especially with what I'm battling. Yeah. I've battled depression myself. So I'm super curious to hear about your battles and kind of how that began.
Dude, for the longest time, I didn't know what was going on. I just thought it was stress, right? I was always mad. I was always angry. I wasn't, in control of my emotions at all. I'd be up and down and up and down. And so I didn't know what it was. I just thought that's what I was dealing with. And like you would see those commercials on TV and where they say, oh, thoughts of suicide, right? And like I've always had that. Like I always had those thoughts. So like I was like, to me, I was like, this is what everybody's like. This is normal, right? And so like I was like, dude, what do you mean? Everybody thinks that. So if you actually call a doctor for that, you're a pussy. Like that was my mentality, right?
Yeah.
So I was like not in disbelief or denial, but I was ignorant about the issue. And dude, so it got to a point in 2011 where, and dude, like my whole adult life, I've felt this way. So like, that's why whenever I say 20 years, because that's what it's been. But it wasn't until 2011 where I had, I had some success, but I was having trouble keeping it going. So I was stressed. I had just bought a brand new piece of property that I spent a year working on and rehabbing. I was stressed about that because it was obviously costing 3 times as what I planned on. So I had less money coming in. I was spending more money. I was in the process of planning a wedding. And I had all this crazy stuff coming at one time. And dude, I was getting these like literal paralyzing like headaches, like to the point where I felt like something was off in my neck and my whole head would just pound, like where I couldn't see, like total physical, like a real thing, right? Not something I'm making up. I couldn't open my eyes. I was like, and I'm like, dude, something's wrong. So I went to the doctor and they found a mass in my brain. They did a CAT scan. They found a mass in my brain. So that's what they thought it was. Well, after like 2 weeks, and this is actually a story I don't ever tell, but during that 2 weeks, I'm thinking like, fuck, I got a tumor. I'm going to die. Oh my God. That gave me a lot to think about. And I'm actually thankful for that experience. But it turns out it was what's called a pineal cyst. And a pineal cyst is something that a lot of people are born with. So it ended up not being the issue. I was just born with it and I have it. It's usually not harmful. You got to watch it, but a lot of people have it. And so that wasn't the cause. So now we're like trying to figure out what's causing it. Well, I went to these neurologists and all this stuff. And this one, like the third guy I went to, he's like, dude, what? He's like, starts asking me all these questions about like my stress levels, what I think about all this, like, and I'm like, dude, I got something wrong. Yeah. And it turns out, that my depression and stress levels had gotten so bad that they were manifesting themselves into physical symptoms. And so like you can literally get sick. And that's when I opened my eyes and I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is a real thing, because they put me on an antidepressant. And I swear, dude, within like 3 days, I felt better. Like, wow. I felt fucking way better. And I know a lot of people are antidepressant, but dude, I'm one of those people who it's a success story for me. Yeah. Okay. That shit saved my life. The thoughts of like suicide and the thoughts of like feeling frustrated and angry, all that shit went away. Like it went away instantly. And then that's when I started like really diving into the physiological connections that cause depression, where you're not making a certain amount of this hormone or you're not uptaking certain hormones. And I gained a whole new respect for the whole thing, because, dude, I was one of those people that didn't fucking believe it. I'm like, this is bullshit. People are being pussies. Yeah. And, I try to be open with that struggle because I think a lot of people think that, you know what I mean? Especially men. Men think that a lot. And yeah, dude, so, that was part of me learning about it and figuring it out and figuring out how to make it work for me. And what I've learned for the most part is that as long as I eat right and as long as I exercise and I take that as a priority over everything else, I usually don't have bouts of it anymore. So, that's my way of figuring it out. But yeah, man, I think a lot of people are in denial about that. I think a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, just think that it's like, dude, this is part of the grind. It's part of the hustle. And like, dude, I'm about grinding and fucking working hard and all that shit. I would say I'm the most about that than anybody. But I don't want to put the message out there that like, because like, dude, I'll say all the time, like, dude, you're being weak-minded, you're being soft, you're being this. But there's a difference between those things and real depression. And so I try to make sure that message that I bring that up between now and then, because dude, when you're an entrepreneur, you're under extreme stress, and stress can induce these changes in your brain that can cause depression. And so, I've sort of used my platform to bring awareness to that every now and then. And I will continue to do so, because I think it's important, for a lot of reasons. You know what I mean? Quality of life being the biggest one.
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny how, and I know I can probably speak from experience, but you get into entrepreneurship with this whole idea that quality of life is going to be 10 times greater because you have control over your destiny, right? Like, hey, I don't have a motherfucker over my shoulder telling me like,
right,
you got to do that.
Yeah. But the problem is that you end up with thousands of other people that you have to answer to, called customers. It's a different thing. You know what I mean? So you're always going to answer somebody if you're good.
How do you, like you mentioned, you still got obviously tons of stress. And I mean, some of it's good, probably some of it's bad. I think stress is one of those things where it can be great or it can
absolutely
be detrimental. How do you deal with it now? You've seemed to have at least got control of the depression or whatnot, right? Or no, maybe not.
No, I have. Dude, like I said, as long as I work out, as long as I eat right, that is like, I would say that's 90% of it. Every now and then, dude, like, I'll lose my shit like everybody loses their shit. Like, and when I lose my shit, I'm not like crying, okay? Like, I'm not like at home with the fucking shades pulled in. I'm like the guy walking through the office wanting to kill everybody. And so, I've become aware of when I get like that. The guys around here, they call me the bear. So like they say, don't poke the bear. And, I've learned to understand that when I do that, sometimes they deserve it. Sometimes people fucking deserve it. Sometimes I'm overreacting, and I've learned to identify that and learn to, try to be better. And sometimes when I do overreact, I'll own it. I'll say to the guys, hey, look, I'm having a bad day. I'm taking shit out on you that wasn't meant for you, and I own it. And you know what? They respect me for it. So, dude, it's just being human, man. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that you're going to have bad days. You're going to have things that piss you off. That doesn't mean you're having some sort of relapse of depression. It means that people are assholes. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And you've got to learn to deal with it. And entrepreneurship is probably it's I can't imagine any harder profession. People say that, they, like you said, they want to be free. They want to do this. They want to do that. Dude, yes, there's aspects of it that are cool, right? Like, dude, like this morning I came into work, I had a meeting, I left and went and worked out. Okay. Then I went home and I took a shower. Then I came back up here. Now I'm doing this podcast. Yeah. Then I'm going to go do a couple more calls. Then I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And if you consider that freedom, that's freedom, right? And I do enjoy that. But I haven't been on a pure vacation since 2012. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting on the beach with the fucking Corona. This here makes it impossible to truly escape your business. And like when I talk to guys who are older entrepreneurs, let's say my dad, he can't understand what it's like, because when he was in business, when he left to work, guess what? He was done. You know what I mean? Like, this shit didn't exist. So when he left work, he can let it go, at least more than we can.
Yeah.
Now we leave work and we go home and we make a post. And then we got to look at the post and then we got to interact. And like, dude, it's a 24-hour, 7 days, 7 day a week, 365 days a year type deal. If you want to fucking do good, and the truth of it is like, you got these motherfuckers on the internet posting their cars and their planes and shit. I do too. But you know what? I don't act like it's easy. You know what I mean? So I think, statistically, 7 to 8% of the population are entrepreneurs. That includes franchisees of businesses, which aren't creator entrepreneurs. So creator entrepreneurs are people who come up with an idea, make a plan, go out and make it happen and create something from scratch. Those people represent less than 1% of the population.
Wow.
So that idea of anybody can be an entrepreneur, yes and no. You know what I mean? Like,
you think an entrepreneur is born, or you think they're created?
Oh, dude, you know what? I think it's a little of both. Gary V, he's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He uses a great analogy on this, and I try not to quote people, but this is a good one.
Hey, you're in his book, so fuck it. You gotta.
Right. Like, dude, we're boys, dude. He's a good dude. He's good to me. Gary gets a lot of shit sometimes. Even I give him shit sometimes, but he's a good guy. His heart's in the right place, and I have a lot of respect for him. And we're buddies. You know what I'm saying? But dude, his analogy on this is great. Like, anybody can play basketball. Anybody can play basketball. You can play basketball. I can play basketball, and we can work our whole entire lives playing basketball. But neither one of us is going to be fucking LeBron James. It ain't going to happen.
Never.
So I totally agree with that analogy. I think that there is a lot of people. I think really anybody can go out and start a business and become marginally successful. Not everybody can go out and build a 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 or $1 million company. It's not here. They don't have it here. And it's not about X's and O's. It's a lot more about grit and about what you can tolerate, and certain people can tolerate suffering much better than other people. Certain people can tolerate physical suffering much better than other people. Dude, I could train my entire – dude, I'm a tough, mentally tough motherfucker when it comes to business. I could train my entire life and never go run an ultra marathon. There's no fucking way. I'm not that tough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out where you are on the scale of things, and I try to be really transparent with the information I give, because I think a lot of people right now are thinking like, dude, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a fucking entrepreneur. And they don't have any idea what they're in for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that sucks. And dude, look, hey, listen, I started out as humble as anybody. Like, I started out not knowing shit, not thinking I was shit. But one thing I did always do, which I look back and see, is I always tried to anticipate what was going to happen. And I always hustled. Dude, when I was a kid, I was selling baseball cards. I was selling fucking snow cones. I was selling light bulbs door to door, baseball cards, fucking internet yellow pages when the internet first came out. Like, dude, crazy. Like, I always had some sort of hustle going on, like, since I was like 8. So I think that's a good indicator too. Like, if that's in your blood, that's something. But dude, people hear that and they say, well, you're shitting on me because I'm not a born entrepreneur. Dude, I'm not saying that you have to be. I'm just saying that most of the people that you see that are doing big time shit, they're either A, true creator entrepreneurs and it's in their blood, or B, they've linked up with somebody like that. So, they maybe they're a smart guy on certain things that, with funnels or fucking ads or something like that. And they've linked up with someone who can create, and those guys become wealthy. There's a lot of people like that. So, and technically those guys are entrepreneurs. So, I mean, I don't want to discourage anybody, but I do think that there's some natural ability involved, and it's not for everybody.
Were you ever close to just saying fuck it and not doing all this?
Dude, I was close to that yesterday. Every day, man.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I told my fucking business partner, I'm like, dude, I don't need to do this anymore. Like, I've got enough money saved up. I make enough money doing other shit. Like, I don't fucking need to do this. Dude, that happens at least once a week. Fuck yeah. And that's a part of it, right? Like, dude, there's been times where I've written resignation letters to my fucking guys in the office and told them I wasn't coming back. And guess what? I showed up the next fucking day. I mean, that's just the difference, right? The difference is all of us want to quit, dude. Yeah. Like Gary will say, oh, I never want to quit. I love it. Bullshit. I guarantee you there's fucking days where he's like, fuck all this shit. Yeah. Everybody goes
else or whatever.
Bro, we all go through that. And anybody who says they don't, they're fucking lying. Look, man. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to, if there is guys like that, I wouldn't want to be one of them. Yeah. Because that takes away the juice, man. The juice is like getting back up and going in when you fucking you said, fuck it, I'm done with this. And then you pull yourself together and say, you know what? No, I'm not done. I'm going to fucking do this. That's where the juice is, man. And so, yeah, bro, all of us go through that. And I'm not ashamed to say that.
I'm a firm believer that, and this is just based off my own experiences, but the most enjoyment I get out of life are due to the failures, like due to the shitty times.
Oh, dude.
Because it's like so hard to appreciate the good shit.
You can't.
You've never been so down that you're like, wow, this is fucking worth it, man.
Bro, the uncertainty of success is one of the things that I look back on and I love the most, because I remember thinking about success like it was this mystical thing, dude. Like I would look at it like, man, I wonder if I'm ever going to be one of these guys who makes millions of dollars, or one of these. And dude, that uncertainty, even though it sucked at the time, that drove me, right? Like it drove me to work. And now, and I mean this, I don't have any uncertainty about where I'm going. Like I fucking know what I got to do. I know where I'm going. I know what the result will be, and I don't have doubts about it. And while that is a powerful feeling and it feels good, it doesn't feel as good as when you first hit that grand slam and you didn't know you could do it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people try to rush through that process, and like I did. I wanted to rush through. I rushed through it, and like, dude, I didn't appreciate it. And I wish I could have, you know what I mean? Like when I was living in the back of our store and when we fucking weren't making any money, dude, I was miserable. But like, dude, you know what? What if I could go back and know that I was eventually going to make it? I wish I could fucking do that, because like it would have been a lot more fun. You know what I mean? And that's why I try to remove, when I speak to people, I try to remove the magic for them. Like, because if they could just know that if they do X, Y, and Z now, that they're going to make it, they do it for a long time, they can have fun now. You know what I'm saying? They can appreciate it now. And I didn't get that. So, so yeah.
Yeah, man, dude, it's crazy. Like it's like the beauty of life though. Like, I mean, without the yin, there's no yang, you know what I mean? You gotta have both. Do you think there's been a moment where, and maybe it hasn't happened yet, but is there something you're most proud of to this date? Like what's like the number one thing you've done? Because like I hate to, you're not a jack of all trades. You're a master of a few trades, but the children's books, like that shit, I mean, as a young dad, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's going from what you were doing with the supplements you've done. I mean, real estate, you've done all this stuff, right? So it's like that, it may not have been the most financially successful, I don't know, but it's pretty damn cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, for sure, dude. That's going to be, that's going to be my most important project. There's no question. I would say the most proud thing that I'm proud of is that I have a number of people that work in our company that started as $7 an hour guys that are now making six figures, even mid six figures, and crushing it. And seeing those guys develop and seeing them take concepts that we've taught them and talked to them about and learn together, and then come and, buy a new house or buy a new car or be able to, feel comfortable financially, dude, that's the shit that I like. You know what I mean? Like, and we make impacts all over, like, dude, with the podcast and with the with what we do at First Form, we're changing people's lives on a daily basis. And I don't take any of that for granted. but it's cool to see when you've been with someone for 10 years and seen them progress. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just close. It's closer to home. So I think if if I had to pick one thing, that would definitely be it.
So as you move forward, I mean, what are you most excited about? Because you mentioned the entrepreneur space where you're going to be helping young entrepreneurs. It sounds like.
Yeah.
What's got you amped up? Like, I mean, what are you waking up for every day thinking, man, this is going to be fucking sick. This is going to be epic.
Dude, I think the two things. One is you already said, like the entrepreneur project that we have, which includes podcast, YouTube show. We have two adult books that we're writing. There's 10 children's books. Wow. And then our Entrepreneur Academy and Mastermind that I'm putting together. I'm excited about that because that's something that, from my perspective, as somebody who's created a real company, and not just selling shit through ClickFunnels on fucking Facebook ads or selling digital marketing agencies and shit like that. Like, I'm teaching people how to run a real business and grow it. From my experiences in being successful pre-social media and post-social media, with both of the companies that people know about. I'm excited to bring that because no one else is doing it. The other thing I'm excited about is, and when I say no one else is doing it, I mean like everybody else is like, hey, buy my shit. I'll teach you how to fucking sell this product through Facebook, or I'll teach you how to start a digital.
A bunch of clones, right? Like everybody.
Yeah, dude. And I did this, so it works for you. There's not real business skills being taught. Like what I'm teaching is like the real tools that you need to run a company, and in this day and age. And I'm excited, man, because it's gonna affect a lot of people and a lot of companies, and I'm excited about that. But what we're doing with First Form, with the My Transformation Challenge, is something that I'm really excited about too, because I mean, dude, that's something where like literally every day we've got like some before and afters coming in, and we're like, holy shit. And, to help people get their lives back in that way is extremely rewarding. And that's why I like this business, because while most companies don't give a shit about their customers, we live for it. And we try to do everything that we can to make them successful. And so when we see them, pick up the ball and run with it, and then come back 3 months later or 5 months or a year later, and they're down 200 fucking pounds, dude, it gives you a purpose. You know what I mean? And so those two things are definitely my favorite things that we've got going on.
What do you want to get through to maybe young or just starting out entrepreneurs, guys who are like, yeah, man, I want to get into the online space, or I want to be an entrepreneur because I've always had it. I've been able to sell stuff. Like, I've been kind of a hustler or whatever. What do you really want to communicate to them as far as like, what's going to make them successful now? Because you mentioned it, you did the success before social media, after you've been able to crush it on both sides. What do you want to get through to them now? Like, what's going to change the game for people who want to be truly successful and actually run a large scale organization?
They've got to treat it like a large scale organization from the beginning, and understand the difference between having one product and selling it through ClickFunnels and Facebook ads and all this shit that everybody's preaching, and understand the difference between having a product that you sell or building a brand that you would utilize those tools like funnels and Facebook ads and shit to help build. Big difference. This product is going to have its lifespan. This product is going to run out, and you're going to have to replace it with this product. Okay. When you build a true brand and you build it around solid culture, solid values, and then you look at the other things that people are teaching and you say, those are tools. Now you've got something that can grow to the level of 100, 200, $1 billion over the course of 20 years. Okay. Most of these young entrepreneurs don't know the difference between what I just explained. They all want the quick thing. They want to take a product. Hey, I got this product. And they want to sell this shit through social media, through ads, and use funnels and all this shit. And that's great. But if they took the X's and O's of how to sell this product and applied it to an entire brand, now you have something. Okay. So I would stress these guys to start thinking longer than 30 days or what's the ROI on a fucking ad and this and that, and start thinking, man, what if I use these tools to build an actual company where we built a brand and we had a culture and we had, because dude, those guys, the guys who understand that concept are going to be the guys 20 years from now crushing it, like crushing it, you know? And they're not going to have to sit on the computer every day and run fucking ads. So I would say understand the difference between selling a product and building a brand. And I would also say understand that building a brand is not going to give you the quick money ROI that selling a product will. So, you know, it's the difference between the ice cream cone today or the ice cream store tomorrow, you know, and that's the difference. So a lot of these guys, they don't understand patience. I've got a concept that I talk about all the time called aggressive patience. And aggressive patience is doing, like when people hear, like people say, oh, you got to be patient. They think in their head, like, I got to put my feet up and just chill and eventually it'll happen. And dude, that's not what those people mean. What those people mean is you've got to come to work. You've got to bust ass every day. You've got to do everything you can. And you've got to do that every single day aggressively. And you've got to do it for a long time. Okay. So you have to understand that there's an aggressive factor, there's an urgency factor, but there's also a patience factor. And learning how to fucking keep the tension between those two concepts is what successful people do. So, you know, a lot of young guys right now, they don't have patience. You know, they get a bad rep, dude. Millennials especially. They're lazy. They're entitled. They're this, they're that. That's all bullshit. They're some of the smartest people in the world. The problem is that their life has not conditioned them to be patient. They have text message. They have email. They have social media. They have anything they want to eat can be delivered with Postmates, okay? They can talk to anybody they want across the world. Dude, that's shit that we didn't have.
Right.
Like, we had a fucking beeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we had to be patient about things. Things took us time. And you can't blame a whole generation for all the conveniences teaching them to have little patience and want things now because that's what they're used to.
Well, we built that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So we have to understand that, you know, our job as leaders and people who talk to these people is to always stress what time frame it's going to take. I see a lot of really good concepts and a lot of good guys and guys who are driven fall off because they're not patient, dude. Like, I made a post about patience one time and this guy was like, yeah, dude, I've been doing this for 6 months. You're right, man. Like, I've given this idea of patience. I'm like, bro, you need to come back when you've given it 6 years. You know what I mean? And so the concept of patience is out of whack for that whole generation. So those two things, you know the difference between selling a product, building a company and a brand, and also learning aggressive patience as a character trait, not just as something that you fucking say because it sounds cool.
Yeah, no, you mentioned before with battling depression and having, you know, workout, eating right, all that stuff kind of being your go-to for keeping that in check. But what other habits or routines have allowed you to build your personal brand? Like what have you made, hey, this is a permanent part of my life every single day, this is what I'm doing, that's led to where you are now as the brand that you are?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that I work out and train first thing when I wake up. I would say, like, dude, when I wake up, I try to set the mood for my day. So I'll go in, I'll brush my teeth. While I'm brushing my teeth, I always think about what I'm thankful for, you know, what I have gratitude for. And I put, you know, a minute of my day thinking about those things. And that sort of sets me in the right mood for having to go forward from there. Then I go train. I put my shoes on, I put my shorts on. I go to the gym. I do a little bit of cardio and then I hit the weights. And I think those things right there are every successful person I know, every one of them, the guys who are making, you know, not $1 million a year, but 50 million a year. Those guys, every fucking one of them works out first thing in the morning. Every one of them. They don't wait. They don't let the day get a hold of them. They do it first thing and they let the energy that comes after the workout carry them through the day. And, dude, I used to be a guy who trained at night, and I could tell you, man, it's night and day difference. The morning just works better. The energy from the workout carries you through. You're more productive. You feel better. You're more excited. It's just better. So I would recommend anybody, if you're training at, even if you have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go train before work, it's worth it.
Anything else? I mean, self-talk is a big one, right? Like you
Yeah.
talked about being gratitude, but the gratitude exercise, even if it's just a minute of saying a couple things that you're like, man, I'm just blessed today,
Right.
Anything else that you do? I mean, because
before I go to bed, I always, so the two other things I do is I practice consistent visualization. I have a vision board. All right. I don't actively look at it, but it's always there. And that's the point of it. It's a passive thing.
Yeah.
I don't sit in front of the vision board and stare at it for fucking hours at a time. But I think all the little times you see it add up. The other thing I do is before I go to bed at night, I start to visualize what I see my life being like, not like 20 years from now, but like 5 years from now. When I was broke, I would visualize driving up to a private jet and pulling up in a Lamborghini, and I can remember trying to see the inside of the Lamborghini, and I would envision the door going up and me looking out and seeing the jet, and going up to the jet and seeing the chrome on the handles going up in, and then try to go in and try to see the leather and the finishes. And I try to see, I don't try to visualize everything I want. I focus on one aspect that would summarize where I want to be. Because I figure hey, dude, if I'm driving a Lambo and I'm flying on a private jet, that means my shit's together everywhere else. So I pick one thing and I focus on it and I try to see it. And that's what I used to do when I was dude, I was broke. I wasn't even making any money, and I would do that. And the truth is now that's normal shit for me. It's not something that, now it's moved into the gratitude part of the day, not the vision part of the day. You know what I mean? And so I've got to constantly adjust, but I do that before I go to bed, while I'm laying in bed with my eyes closed. I usually do that for just a few minutes, nothing crazy, not 30 minutes. I'm talking 2 minutes. Walk yourself through the scene. You know what I mean? I just described a scene. Walk yourself through that. And don't worry about how you're going to get it. Because when you start thinking about how I'm going to get it, then your mind starts racing and it fucks up the whole thing. So just walk yourself through a scene that you see yourself in, and do that over and over and over again. And I did that same scene for years, dude. And I'm a big believer in the law of attraction. I don't talk about it a whole lot because that's something that people have to discover and accept on their own. And when you talk about it to people that don't understand it, they think you're fucking nuts. So, but I'm a huge believer in it, and I know for sure it works. And it's much deeper than just that book, The Secret. The Secret is the coloring book for the law of attraction. It's for people. It's for
it's mainstream shit,
dude. It's nothing. It's so much deeper than that. It goes into quantum physics and metaphysics and all kinds of shit. So I don't like to say it a lot because people think The Secret, and The Secret is not a credible fucking source of law of attraction material, in my opinion.
Yeah. What lessons do we need to be teaching our kids, man? Because you wrote the kids' books, which I think is fucking awesome. I have 2 little boys, 3 and 1.5. And one of my biggest, my passion right now, and what gets me out of bed in the morning, right, is obviously I want to provide for them. But number 2, I don't want them to ever talk about me in a way that puts me in a bad light, meaning my dad wasn't good at this, or my dad sucked ass, he wasn't there for us, or whatever. So what lessons do we need to be teaching our kids, man? Why?
I think those fears is what drives bad parenting strategy. Okay. So no parent wants to be the person that their kids say, oh dude, my dad was this or that, or wasn't good or this. So what do? They overcompensate by what they think is nice. Okay. And what do? They tell their kid they're special and they're a special little kid, and they can be anything they want and they can do this. And, you know, you should be on the starting team, even though they're not good enough because you didn't practice with them to make them good enough, but they should be on the starting team. And, you know, oh, you showed up to practice the whole entire year and you did everything that you should get a trophy and shit like that. And so they do everything to make life comfortable for their children because they're afraid that their children will say, oh, you were a bad dad or you're a bad mom or blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is that that's exactly how you create that scenario down the road. All right. My dad didn't have a backbone. My mom, they told me all this shit that wasn't true. And we're seeing that now because we've had about 20 years of this strategy in play. You know, you deserve this. You show up, you get a trophy. You know, you're good enough. You're special. And all. And dude, that works, right? Like until you're 21 years old and you get kicked out in the real world and the real world steps on your face, you know? So, so what I think and what I believe in is that being truly nice and being a person who truly cares about people is somebody who tells the truth. Okay? Even to your kids. If your kid lost his wrestling match, guess what? You didn't practice hard enough. You didn't work hard enough. Okay? If the kid sucks at soccer and you've never fucking played soccer with them in the backyard, you should probably go play soccer with them in the backyard or let them know, like, hey, because we're not practicing, you're going to suck. You know, obviously the delivery is different. But the point is that when you tell someone the truth, now they're not wondering in their head why the result is different than what you say it should be. And so basically what this comes down to in my mind is quit teaching your kids idealistic shit and start teaching them real shit. And kids are smart, dude. You know, 4 years old, they can understand these concepts of, you know, competition and winning and this and that. And a lot of people are like, well, competition can be rough on people. Well, yeah, it's fucking competition. You know what I'm saying? The way that that's the way the world is. The world is one big competition. It just is. And you know, to hide your kids from that and protect them from it, you're doing them a huge disservice. And I think that, you know, when kids lose, it's good for them. It's good for them to lose. And then you get to tell them, like, hey, why do you think you lost? Well, I didn't, you know, I don't know. That guy was better. Why do you think he was better? Well, I don't know. He's just better. Well, we didn't go to practice. You said you didn't want to go to practice, so we didn't go to practice this last 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? And you tie it all together for them. Dude, they'll get it, you know? And so that's why that's why I'm trying to, you know, really go in on these books, because a lot of parents want to teach their kids the principles of success, but the parents haven't had much success, so they're not sure what to teach them, right? So, you know, teach them about competition, or teach them how to visualize, or teach them, you know, how to go out and make something happen on their own, and this and that. Like and what it comes down to really is all the principles of entrepreneurship are applicable to success in any area, right?
Yep.
And you could say that the other way. You could say the principles of success are applicable to entrepreneurship or whatever. But I'm coming from a place of being an entrepreneur, and those principles can really help kids develop the right way. And the reason the book came out is because I realized how many parents want to help their kids but don't know how. And I don't even have any kids, which is even more ironic. So like I'm just like, okay, well, I see a problem, I can create a solution. And dude, it's gone over really well, like much better than I thought it would. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's cool, man. I enjoy it. And it's cool because when like, dude, I'll get texts or DMs or tagged in photos of like kids opening like a snow cone stand or a lemonade stand, or like, dude, kids buying like a bike because they went and did something and earned it. And dude, what's awesome about that is that kid is so far ahead of the game now, because they figured out, if I do this, I can get this.
Yep.
And if I take initiative to do this, I don't have to wait for my mom or my dad to give me the money to go do these things I want to do. And so we're teaching them really great stuff at such a young age that by the time they're 12, 13, 14, 15, and definitely by the time they graduate high school, dude, they're fucking a decade ahead of everybody else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I guess my vision is, more on the side of like, hey, I just want them to be fully fucking prepared for life. I want them to dominate life.
Then you got to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, when something bad happens, you can't protect them from it. Obviously, like if they get hurt or something,
sure. Yeah.
That's different. But I'm saying, when they get beat at something or they lose at something, dude, like some parents will never let their kids lose.
That's
like they'll play fucking Connect Four and the kid, the parent wins and the parent's like, oh, you won. Like, dude, kids are competitive, man. Like I'm going to
box my kid out until he fucking.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, dude, they already know it's born in you. It's born in you. Like kids, they celebrate winning. If you don't believe me, look what a kid does when he takes his Nerf ball and puts it in the fucking hoop for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And the Nerf basketball hoop, or takes the round peg and sticks it in the round hole and it goes in. What's he do? He freaks the fuck out because it's awesome. Right. That's a win. You know what I mean? And people try to say, oh, well, the competitiveness is taught and this bullshit. You're born with it. You know what is taught out of you.
Yep. 100%, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. You've done a lot. I mean, what are a couple things that you haven't accomplished yet? Maybe on your bucket list. Doesn't have to be business related. I mean, like, what's still out there for you to do or try that maybe you haven't done yet?
Man,
are you gonna have kids?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, it's not really a priority for us because we're both doing our own thing. So
yeah, people
ask that a lot, but
I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dude, I've been raising kids since I was fucking, 25 years old. I've had literally 1,000 employees through my company that were all the ages of fucking 18 through 22. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really want to give up more of my life. Like, dude, I'm just getting to the point where I can do shit, and for me to go back and then have to raise my own kids again. Dude, I know it's great, man, and I like it because Sal's got kids now. My brother, he's got a little boy and two twin girls, and it's fucking awesome, man. But dude, I feel like I've given so much of what I want to do. Like, dude, I've missed out on so much of my actual life that I'm not sure I want to do that again. And like, it is what it is. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I always say too, like, I grew up without a real father figure in my life, but I had mentors and father figures who weren't really my dad.
Right.
Like, just because you might not have genetically fathered someone doesn't mean you're not a massive father figure for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is
dude. Deal. Now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to become that. Like, it was always used to be the big brother. Now I had somebody call me the father figure and the uncle figure the other day, and I'm like, fuck. I'm getting old.
You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. So I actually think I look older than I really am, but people, I guess, I don't know. I've just been around for a while. But,
character, man.
Yeah. So
it's great.
Yeah. So, dude, I don't know, man. Like, we'll see what happens. But I as of right now, it's not really on the radar for me.
So what's one thing in life you're going to go do that you haven't done yet? That you said, hey, mate, I've done, you've been working your ass off. Yeah.
The one thing that I'm definitely getting into is racing, car racing. It's something I want to do my whole life. I got into it a little bit in 2017. And in 2000, I was going to race this year, but I already had a number of paid speaking engagements that I committed to that were conflicting with the race schedule of what the class I would race in, which is the LB Cup Super Trofeo class for Lamborghini. That's where I would start and then move up. But I'm going to get into that. That's something I'm definitely going to get into. Dude, another thing that I would like to do, man, is like, I would like to spend more time, and I'm talking like part of the year in different areas. Like, I'm always here. It would be nice like I would like to have a place like where either in the mountains where I could go do, because right around here there's really not that much to do in terms of like this kind of stuff. Like a place like in the mountains or a ranch like in Colorado or Montana or Wyoming or something that I would enjoy, because I like that kind of stuff, dude. One of my favorite things to do, people laugh at, is to operate heavy equipment. I've been doing that because we grew up in a construction-based family.
Yeah.
So I like running like excavators and fucking bobcats and bulldozers and all that shit. Like that's something I just like to do. It's a fun thing for me.
People laugh at it probably because they've never done it. I got a chance to mess around with it once. This shit's crazy.
It's fun, dude.
It's awesome.
It's fun, man. It's a nice mental relief. Like, dude, you turn on the music and you do your thing, and when you get out, you feel refreshed. So that I like that. But I also like the idea of having a place like where I could walk out on the water, like on the bay, and have a dock and get in a fucking boat, like a sport fisher boat or a fucking a center council, something, and just cruise and go to dinner and that kind of shit too. So like the next couple of years are going to be interesting because I'm definitely going to spend my year divided up between doing things that I like in that manner. I can't wait any longer, dude. I'm 38. So like, I want to do it when I'm still young, not when I'm 60. So that I would say that, and those are two business, those are non-business things. I have a number of things I want to do in business, obviously, but we've got all that shit on track. So I'm not too worried about us hitting those goals.
Absolutely. Dude, it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. I'm glad I finally got a chance to chat with you. Where can people who I know, because the big interest probably from my audience is going to be in your Entrepreneurship Academy. Where can they get more information about that? When will that be something that's on the radar?
The best thing to do is to sign up for my email notifications, which they can just go to andyfrisella.com or the MFCEO.com and sign up for the email notifications, because this is going to be an application only academy. So like I'm trying to weed out people who are like get rich quickers, and I'm trying to focus my efforts on quality people who are serious about learning skills. So we're going to make people apply, and the first group that will get the applications will be my email list. And then depending on how many people we accept through that, I'll open it up like on a post or something. But the first people are going to be the email list. So if they're interested in joining the academy, it's something that they need to get on the list for.
Cool. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I know you guys are going to continue to have massive success. I'm just excited to watch and learn. I mean, obviously that's the big thing for me, is just learning from people who are doing the damn thing. So appreciate you, man. It's been awesome.
Man. Thanks for having me on. It's been fun.
Yeah, good deal. Hey, real quick, I'm going to stop recording, but I need to know what your favorite movie is, man.